This is Jeopardy! Please welcome our contestants. Player 1.
Yeah!
Player 2. Player 3.
Yeah!
And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny. Hi, everyone. Let's go to work in the Jeopardy round. The categories for the Jeopardy round are: this means war, the Bible, busy as a beaver, that's so cliché, official state things, and who's your daddy? A lot of clues, a lot of categories. Player 1, make a selection. During the Revolutionary War, volunteers ready to fight with 60 seconds notice were called these. Yes, Player 1. Use the Wii remote or press the corresponding direction on the plus control pad. Hey, you're right. Select again. In this U.S. war, it was the Yanks versus the Confederates. Player 1. Good. Player 1. This future state declared its independence in 1836 during a war with Mexico. It's Player 1. Good. You get to pick again. Answer: the Daily Double. You are in the lead right now. How much are you going to wager, Player 1? The clue: lasting from 1957 to this year, the Vietnam War is the longest in which the United States has taken part. That puts you even further ahead. Choose again, Player 1. The 100 Years' War, 1337 to 1453, was fought between England and this country. Okay, Player 1. That is correct. Please pick again, Player 1. As Rachel died bearing him, she called him Benoni, son of my suffering. His father Jacob used this name. It's Player 2.
Yeah!
Good for you. You again, Player 2. When the Jews of Persia are ordered killed, Mordecai puts on sackcloth accessorized with these. Yes, Player 1. That's right. Way to go. Player 1. Pick a... In Luke, Jesus is tried both by Herod and by this Roman governor. Okay, Player 1. Right. Player 1, back to you. The Jews held these people in low esteem, so they're made to look good in Luke. Let's hear it, Player 2. Yes. Player 2. Back. The first and second of these books cover the same period as 2 Samuel and 1 and 2 Kings. Player 1. Yep. Player 1, back to you for our next selection. Beavers have 6 of these on their heads in 2 sets of 3. One is transparent and helps in swimming underwater. Okay, Player 3. Right you are.
Yeah!
You get to pick again. This 5-letter beaver home may have separate entrances and a carpeted floor. Hopefully no elks. Let's hear it, player one. Right. Select again. Of 1, 5, or 15, the rough maximum number of minutes a beaver can hold its breath underwater. It's player one. You are correct. Player one, back to you. Natural enemies of the beaver include bobcats, coyotes, and this glutton associated with Michigan. Player three. You got it. Please pick again, player three. The coat of arms of this company, founded in 1670, displays 4 furry beavers. Yes, player two. Correct. Player two, you pick again, please. Need something? Well, just come to the point and stop beating around the this. Okay, player one. Woo! That's it. Player one, pick again. The final outrage is the straw that breaks this animal's back. Yes, player two. Correct. You again, player two. People who meet briefly and then go their separate ways are like these that pass in the night. Let's hear it, player two. That's correct. We return to you, player two. You've been in trouble if someone has read you this act. Player one. Right. Choose again, player one. An indefinitely long time is often referred to as a month of these days. It's player three. That's correct. We return to you, player three. It reigns as West Virginia's official state butterfly. Yes, player two. That is correct. Player two. When Virginia got a state one of these animals, the governor's office released a poem that mentioned Adam West. It's player three. Yes. Player three, back to you for our next selection. Sounds scary, but Colorado's official state fish is the greenback cutthroat type of this. Player three. Yeah, good. Player three, you pick a... The syringa, also known as the mock orange, is Idaho's official state this. Let's hear it, player two. Right. Please pick again, player
Appropriately,
two.
the official state cantata of Connecticut has this spicy name.
Okay, player one. Good. Player one, back to you. 24-star Kiefer. Player two. That's right, way to go. You get to pick again. Actress Jamie Lee. Let's hear it, player three. Yes. You again, player 3. International pop star Enrique. Yes, player 3. You got it. Select again. Boxer turned dancer, Lila. It's player 2. Good for you. And now the $1,000 clue. Emmy and Tony Award-winning actress, Amanda. Okay, player 2. Hey, you're right. Player 3 is going first in Double Jeopardy when we come back following this. Let's see what happens in Double Jeopardy with these categories awaiting the players. Coffee break. Father of the bride. NBA nicknames. Astronomy. Theater around the world. And related words. All right, player 3, as promised, you pick first in Double Jeopardy. The first Starbucks opened in this city's Pike Place Market in 1971. It's player 1. Right. Choose again, player 1. Gulping down 400 million cups a day, this country leads the world in coffee consumption. Okay, player 2. Yes. Select again. In the 1940s, this libation was invented at what's now the Shannon Airport as a welcome drink for visitors. Let's hear it, player 2. That's it. You again, player 2. The brand called Chock Full of These dates back to 1932, when William Black opened a chain of coffee shops. Player 1. That is correct. Choose again, player 1. Famously mild and expensive Blue Mountain coffee is grown in this island nation. Yes, player 1. That's correct. You get to pick again, player 1. This steel man who gave away $350 million gave away his daughter Margaret at her 1919 wedding. Let's hear it, player 3. Right. Please pick again, player 3. On November 14th, 1973, his daughter Anne got married at Westminster Abbey, with 500 million watching on TV. Yes, player 2. You are correct. Player 2, you pick again. In 2002, Ralph Steadman, who took a wild trip to this city with Hunter Thompson, went back to see his daughter wed. Okay, player 2. Right you are. Player 2, pick again. Answer. The first of the daily doubles. You're in second place, so what is your wager going to be? Decide on your wager, player 2. And the clue. 9 weeks before he died, this Broadway lyricist got his daughter to the church on time. You've moved up to first place. Player 2, back to you. Days before the 1992 election, this candidate accused the GOP of trying to disrupt his daughter's wedding. Player 1. Good. We return to you, player 1. MJ. It's player 2. Yes. Player 2. Pistol Pete. Player 3. Correct.
Yeah!
You get to pick again, Sir Charles. Let's hear it, player 3. Correct. Player 3. You, Mr. Clutch. Yes, player 3. Yep. Select again. Hondo. Okay, player 1. That's correct. Please pick again, player 1. In 1979, these were discovered around Jupiter. Saturn has them too. It's player 1. That is correct. We return to you. The Milky Way is classified as this type of galaxy from the way its arms sweep around. Okay, player 1. Good. Choose again, player 1. This name for radio sources that are among the brightest and most distant objects in the universe was coined in 1964. Player 1? That's correct. Player 1, pick again. A list of this planet's moons, including Oberon and Titania, reads like a who's who of Shakespeare. It's player 1. Correct. Player 1, back to you. You can have a roaring good time watching this meteor shower that put on an historic show in 1833. Yes, player 3. Good. You again, player 3. The musical Les Mis didn't debut on Broadway, but in this city, its setting. Let's hear it, player 3.
Yeah!
Right you are. Player 3. He directed a landmark Chinese production of his play Death of a Salesman at the People's Art Theater in Beijing. Okay, player 1. That's correct. You get to pick again, player 1. A Dutch TV reality show picked the muscular swinger for the European run of this Disney musical. It's player 1. Yes. Choose again, player 1. There's a method behind his founding of the Moscow Art Theater with Nemirovich Danchenko. Let's hear it, player 3. That's it. Select again. Here's Kelly.
Performers in this traditional Japanese art of singing and dancing wear elaborate stylized makeup.
Yes, player 3. Yes. Player 3, you pick again, please. A park was originally an enclosed place, this related word still means an enclosure for racehorses. Player 1? Correct. You again, Player 1. Culprit, meaning the guilty party, evolved from this adjective meaning guilty. Let's hear it, Player 1. Right. Player 1, pick again. Yeah! Answer, the second daily double. You are currently in the lead. Give us a wager, Player 1. Here is your daily double clue. Fabricate is related to this verb that can mean to write something fraudulent, like a signature. Congratulations, you're still in first, Player 1. We return to you, Player 1. As score can mean to cut, it makes sense that it's from the same root as this word for big scissors. It's Player 3. Right. Now let's take a look at that $2,000 clue, shall we? To do this to something is to make it holy, a word from the same root. Okay, Player 2. Good. Good game. All of you will continue on to play Final Jeopardy when we return. Here's the Final Jeopardy category. The 1970s. What are you going to wager? Each direction on the plus control pad represents a different response. Press a direction to select an answer. Here's your Final Jeopardy clue. For an historic February 1972 trip, Richard Nixon and Henry Kissinger each learned to use these. Nixon was better at it. What did you put as your response? And this correct response will add how much to your score? And your response? And that correct response will add... What did you say? With that correct response, you will gain Congratulations to you, Player 1. So long.